Yeah, nah, we know about your balance. These legs don't feel like they used to, man.
Whoa! Hey, listen up! Alright, first off, thank you guys for coming out. And I want all of us to have a good time, successful show. It's a good show. What I want is good sportsmanship. I want everybody to work their best, do their best, and stay safe. I got some important things I want to go over. Made some notes just to make sure I won't forget. I'm going to do the fight lineup, but I'm going to do it at the end because, and most of you guys have been around, well, those of you that have been around, you know this isn't unusual. Some of the stuff last minute kind of changes, just different people, different weights or whatever, and I'll talk to everybody about that. For the most part, it's all still like everybody thought it was. Let's see. We're going to have different round limits. I'm going to go over that when I go over the fight list. Cornermen is just because of space, you know, I only need 2 of you guys there. Obviously, if there's some kind of emergency, his shorts are ripped, got a cut under his chin, you know, whatever. I mean, it's special circumstances, right? This is just in the gym. We're not at the Blue Horizon. I got 2 stools in there. One's a little bit taller than the other one. The taller one's for the older guy. The shorter one's for the younger guy. Let's see. Neutral corners. You know, if anything happens, ref's got to stop the fight. You know what a neutral corner is, right?
The white one.
Yeah, it's the white corner. Thank you,
Stevie.
Thank you. No holding, no in the kickboxing, all the kicks are above the waist tonight. No leg grabbing. If you do that, some people do it instinctively. You'll be warned about it. We'll give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You know, I understand. No foul language. Be nice before and after the fight. You know, you can go in and get in there and try to kill each other while you're in there. But we're all on the same team, really, because we're all working towards the same type of stuff. I know everybody wants to win, wants to do well. Entering and leaving the ring. Most of the, most of the staging area is going to be, you know, somewhat back here or whatever. And the cage won't be completely overswamped by my guys. I got them all going to be able to get somewhere else since mostly is them. So you'll have that as a warm-up area, not just seated area. There's little spaces on this side. I know you guys can do the best you can. I try to make as much room as I could in here. Pay attention where the corners are. When I call out the fight list, and then I'll pass out the list I got, even if we got to make changes, we'll just write them in. But the top person, whoever's first on the list, John Smith versus Bruce Leroy. Sure enough. Y'all don't remember Bruce Leroy? Sure enough.
Who's the master?
All right.
You just right next to yourself.
The top person is the red corner. They'll be like, well, what corner am I? If you're the top person, so-and-so versus so-and-so, the first person is the red corner, okay? Try to get matching gloves. The heavyweights, you guys got 16-ounce gloves, so they're a different type of glove that ever lasts. Everybody else has got the heavyweights. Keep it interesting. Everybody else has got 10-ounce gloves from the kids all the way up. And we've got white duct tape. We'll tape the strings. Okay, I got one of my W.K.K.O officials in charge of that.
Are we using your gloves?
Yeah, you
Oh, okay. So we don't use our own gloves. Okay.
That way, you know, everybody's got the same thing for it. You don't have to worry about it. All right, we got several sets. If you're red corner, try to make sure you're red gloves. Blue corner, blue gloves. I know it gets tough sometimes. Let's see. For the kickboxing, you've got to at least have shin pads and an instep cover. Okay, I prefer for stuff to cover your toes, but you don't have to have something covering your toes. Okay, no shoes. Obviously, the like Ring Star padded boot, that's not considered a shoe in my book. That's perfectly fine. T-shirts, tank tops, you can wear them, but they got to be tucked in or your belt on or something where not me, but the judge can tell the difference between a high and low blow. You know, my shirt's hanging down to here, you know, you guys understand that. Don't have your shirts out. One of the, for the guys that are really, you know, I mean, here's the deal. Some of the fights are going to be exhibition fights. Now let me explain to you what exhibition means. It means my judges, they're not going to score the fight, okay? Doesn't mean that the fight has anything less on it, because your opponent's always keeping score. How many times he hits you versus how many times you hit him. And the crowd, you better believe they're going to keep score, okay? So if it is an exhibition, it's usually because of some kind of weight discrepancy or some type of age discrepancy, all right? So anyway, with that in mind, anybody have any questions so far on any of this stuff? You know, there's one different rule. It should be the same rules all the way across, but there's one different rule about the W.K.K.O than a lot of other organizations that I've worked with, been a part of, and that is that the judges are independent from the referee. And what I mean by that is the only time it really comes into play is during a knockdown. I've been at a fight where I've been in a bunch of fights, where the referee called it a knockdown, and I was sitting down as a judge, and I knew it wasn't a knockdown. I saw where the guy was crossed over his foot, and it was more like a push, but the judge saw it differently. Well, in the state of Virginia boxing and most of these other kickboxing organizations, it don't make no difference. Even if you're a judge, you're like, well, I know he didn't knock him down. You're required to score it as a knockdown round because of the referee. It gives the referee too much power. So the referee don't have that power here. He still calls it a knockdown. He thinks it's a knockdown. But if you saw that it was really Trey stepping on the person's foot, remember that one? Then it's not a knockdown. You don't have to score a knockdown. That's the biggest difference. All right, now for the hard stuff. That was the easy stuff. Here's the hard stuff. Okay, I'm going to give you guys this lineup, and I only got a few of them, but I can print out some more. I mean, I don't have enough for everybody to get it. But let me read it out real quick. The first several fights, most of you guys don't have to worry about because it's just going to be all my team versus each other in exhibitions. So we'll just skip right past that to the real fights, which will be the fourth fight up. Don't get me wrong, the first two fights are just 2 minutes, 2 rounds. Then the third one is still an exhibition between my guys. It's going to be boxing, and it's going to be 3 2-minute rounds. Okay, then we get into little kids. So, and you know, I forgot to ask you this earlier, Craig. So Mason, I'm assuming, came in place of like Zachary or something like that?
Yep.
And there's no Brian?
There's no Brian. He didn't never show up. He's supposed to got the flu.
And Mason's never fought before or anything?
Right.
All right.
Now I got Emily here. Place of Brian. I got him.
All right, so I'd like to put Mason going with Jonathan, only because of his weight that he came in at and his age.
Jonathan ever fought for him?
Baker?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's fought one time, a long time ago.
What's his age?
10.
Yeah.
Because Sean's never fought before, but he's 11, and and when Mason weighed, yeah, he was 9 when he weighed in.
As long as, I mean, it was an exhibition. It was good for me.
That's fine.
That's his first fight.
Mason, yeah, 73. So,
How much you got with?
66.
Let's just make an exhibition. We're good.
All right. Okay. So that's exhibition, but it's the first one that it's not my students. And can we still do 3 rounds?
Yeah.
3 1.5-minute rounds then for that.
Okay.
Okay? The fight after that, on your sheet that I'm going to give you, will temporarily be scratched because that means that without Zach here, we don't have nobody for Sean. But Shane Powers and Johnny Day will be after that. That's 3 1.5-minute rounds. Pretty much going up by weight class and then experience. And then Alexis and Jada, that'll put you guys at like the 6th fight. In the ring, sitting in the boxing ring. Noonan. So we're one off, so let's see, that'll be 5, 6. Fight number 7 is Matt Lampley. Fight number 8,
Who's Matt fighting?
Bryant. Bryant, where are you at? He weighed in at 149.
That's fine.
All right. I told you it'd be all right.
No, I
Um,
want to make sure you have Brandon.
Greg, you're Greg. Yeah. We'll talk about your fight, okay? We'll talk about your fight. And Tommy and Brandon and Daniel Fields. Brandon Transfiguration, Tommy and Daniel Fields. We'll talk about yours. Franza and Sylvester. Hang back. We got to talk. I want to talk to you guys about your fight. We got Westcott and Jerry just still matched up. Bobby, Codwell and Brad and Detuan and Chris. That'll be the final fight. All right.
You're gonna fight the early?
Not as of right now. You're 164. Maybe. All right. Look, here's some copies of the ballot sheets that I got right now. Now, look, everybody else that knows about their fight can break away. The people that I just talked about, I need to see you guys right now, right here.